it around, but also but still a lot of pride to play for, and hopefully give the fans something to cheer about.
Team news?
Paul Sterling comes in for Marcus Stoinis, who returns to Australia, and Sonny Baker comes in.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Josh, what would you have done first?
We'd have had a bat.
Why? Is that just the way you want to play it down here?
Yeah, no, a little bit conditioned, and we've chased in the last few games and not done so well, so we thought we'd change it up.
Yeah, what have you actually, or what are you going to do slightly differently? Not going as well? What are you going to try and do?
Well, we've mixed it up a little bit in terms of the order and a couple of new faces. So yeah, we're looking to do that, but ultimately we've got to play with some confidence, and I think that's just been missing the last few games.
Your team news?
Tom Banton and someone else missing out. Jacob Bethel's coming in, which is exciting, and Leas Deploy.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So the away team, the Brave, have won the toss. They're going to have a bat.
Well, it is an opportunity for Southern Brave and Welsh Fire, like we discussed. Southern Brave, then, the big news, of course, is that Paul Sterling, the man of the moment last year in the finals, has joined their side.
Yeah, and he's a seriously good player, and probably just what the Southern Brave need, really, to get off to a bit of a flyer. He's a very good player. Quinton de Kock has had a quiet tournament. He's an excellent white ball player. Vince has been very good in the tournament, as has Alex Davies, who's been consistent. Tim David, we haven't seen the big hitting from him. They're missing a couple of bowlers, and as the skipper said there, they're playing for pride, and obviously contracts next year as well, and staying in the Southern Brave squad. It's been a very disappointing campaign since beating the Welsh Fire the first game of the season.
It's been a disappointing campaign for the Welsh Fire as well, but they've made a couple of changes, Guffey.
Well, Jacob Bethel coming in at the top, Josh Cobbs at 3, now Ben Ducky 4. On paper, it's a strong batting lineup with David Miller there, and Lewis Deploy, he's a very, very good player, really good at the end of an innings to hit boundaries. So, and Scrimshaw and Ball, two very tall bowlers who might be a handful on this pitch.
You talk about confidence and losing confidence generally when you've been losing games on the trot. They've got somebody like Mahela Jaiva at the name, and you talk about Southern Brave. I mean, what would he be saying to them at this point of time?
Well, he doesn't strike me as someone who shouts at them. I know we've got our campaigns, our cameraman with them behind the scenes. He doesn't strike me as a shouter. He's someone who stays very calm, but he'd expect a lot from them. He strikes me as someone who'd expect a lot from his team and won't put up with people being below par. Everyone drops out of form, and it's a very difficult game. The rhythm of the game, as James Vince says there, you can easily go in both directions. And like I say, this is not a batting lineup that's misfired. This is not an easy place to find your form. So either of these sides could easily win this, you know, which is a remarkable thing to say when we saw that first game where the Southern Brave walloped the Welsh Fire.
It is going to be tough for them. You know, you talk about batting conditions. Quinton de Kock, you know, he's obviously somebody who's got all the reputation and the hype, but he hasn't been able to get those kind of runs for their side at the top, where the conditions have been better as well.
Well, with Quinton de Kock, no matter what the conditions are like, if he fires, he fires. He's one of the best players around in the world. His box office, people want to watch him bat. He's brilliant to watch. He can play all around the ground. And if he gets going in any conditions, he's a game winner. He's a match winner.
The Welsh Fire also have somebody like David Miller in their side. You know, we know what he can do. It's really about things clicking for them. You know, you look at the side and you think they've got the names, but they haven't really delivered.
No, they haven't, and they didn't deliver last year, to be honest. And, you know, they need to get this crowd behind. There's not many in either. It's not a great evening. There's some football going on, but you're playing for personal pride. You're out there playing, you know, for a franchise, and you need to get runs on the board. It's as simple as that. These sides have been picked for a long time. They need to get their heads down and finish well. That's all they can do. You're playing for a bit of personal pride at this stage.
Definitely lots to play for, personal pride, and this crowd out here as well, who are sort of, you know, getting together to support their sides. Taking a short break. After the break, there'll be a lovely bowling demo with some legends in action.
How's the wind? Hi, sir! Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Hi, sir. Bring your skills, answer the questions, win big.
This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Well, this is what we've got tomorrow. Oval Invincibles taking on Birmingham Phoenix, and it's at 2:30 p.m. Remember, it's a doubleheader. Now, we've got a special bowling masterclass by the three legends themselves. If you're a young kid who wants to learn how to bowl, this is what you need to watch.
Well, the 100 has been absolutely magnificent, and what it's done is it's brought a whole new raft of people and people that love the game of cricket in the last couple of years to the game. Some of you might be young enough, 5, 6, 7. You might have not seen the game way back in the day. You might think that Anya Shrubsole and Tammy Beaumont and James Vince and Joss Butler are the first ones to ever play the game. But some of our commentary crew, way back when CDs were popular, way back when the first PlayStation came out, yes, I'm talking about the 90s, they actually played the game. These gentlemen alongside me. And let's just a quick reminder of how good these two gentlemen, Darren Gough and Dominic Cork, were. Goughy, what year is this? 1997? Am I going back to?
Oh, 97, Dooley, 27 years old, at my peak, loving the game, bowling reasonably quick, well, quicker than you two, so I enjoyed it.
And Corky,
1995, lucky first wicket. Not sure what Junior Murray is still doing here. He's still looking at his bat. He's still walking off as well. And Carl Hooper. The surprise of all that package was Nasser Hussain catching one at slip. There it is.
That's the hat-trick.
There it is.
That's the hat-trick, Paul. Absolutely magnificent. This is just to show you that these two gentlemen, 5, 6, 7-year-olds, maybe mums and dads, having a look at their kids and thinking, OK, I want you to get into cricket, bowling. What are the first and foremost, the fundamentals of teaching a 5-year-old to bowl? What would you say to a young kid at 5, 6, 7?
Well, just got to enjoy it. That'd be the first thing for me, to get outside and just enjoy it. Watch it. I used to watch visually and learn. And so all I would say to a kid, you're going to bowl for the first time. I've got a little seam. I've got a pretend seam on here. Of course, we're going to play with tennis balls at 6 years old. Pick the ball up and just hold it. Nice and simple. Look at that. That's as easy as it can be for a seamer. If you're a spin bowler, put the seam in the middle like that and put your finger with a nice, relaxed grip. So just pick the ball up and play with it and enjoy it.
So, bit of tape at home, just tape up tennis ball, easy. It's not going to break too much furniture either, which is a good thing. Corky, moving on, maybe a little bit of an action.
Yeah, so what I would say there, the fundamentals of any type of bowling is trying to use this and this.
If you like, and just come back into that position.